Alright, welcome back to my opinion. This little video is going to be about, you hear it all the time, people talk about, oh, in the world, we're the laughing stock right now. We're a big joke, America, the United States, because of Joe Biden and his obvious decline mentally, physically, psychologically, I'm sure. I mean, we've all seen him. Anybody can trip. So, okay, that's not that big of a deal. I mean, Gerald Ford fell coming off the Air Force One, and he was in good mental condition. But you can't argue that there is not something wrong with Joe Biden, or President Biden. I mean, the man goes to shake hands with people who aren't there. He stumbles around and almost walks off stages. People have to grab him and redirect him. One time he was supposed to be leading a blind man to the podium or something, and it ended up the blind man had to lead him. He stammers around. He gets confused real easy at the podium. Even when he's reading, obviously he's reading cue cards or whatever, or got a mic in his ear, or both, and still can't make a sentence. Sometimes he has these moments where he, sounds good. They probably dumped some meds in him real quick to get him able to have a conversation for a few minutes. But you'll notice he's not like Trump, where Trump could stand up there and be asked questions and not have any cue cards or people in the background telling him stuff or pull him away as they have with Biden. If it gets too tough to answer questions, if he can even remotely answer them. Trump's smart and intact, clearly. Biden is not. But the rest of the world does see that. There's no way that they don't. But here's the thing. Are we the laughing stock of the world? Are we weak because of Joe Biden? And I say no. The world looks at Joe Biden and they know, they can tell, common sense, that Joe Biden is not running anything. He probably couldn't even run his own household, okay? Jill is his babysitter. And the world sees that, they know that. So they know that there's lots of people behind the scene who are making all the decisions, who are, able to do so. Whether if you disagree or agree with the politics of it, it's not Joe Biden. It is other people. So it doesn't make us look weak. It doesn't make us look inferior in any way. It makes us look kind of dumb that we put a guy like that as our poster boy for the United States. But this also tells the rest of the world that there's people behind the scenes. And if they do anything, if the people behind the scenes do something that the rest of the world doesn't like, they're going to blame it on Joe Biden. They're not going to take the fall. So what does that mean? That means that actually the people behind the scenes could get away with a little more. For example, Joe Biden, President Biden supposedly ordered U.S. Navy to go help Israel and park out in the Mediterranean around the Red Sea there and so forth. That wasn't Joe Biden. That was these people behind the scenes that did that. That tells the Middle East that we have a little more ability now, a little more flexibility. We can do something like that, and if it goes bad or goes south or looks bad or isn't agreed with by the rest of the world, we can just say, oh, well, Joe Biden's going out anyway, blah, blah, blah. It's a good excuse to get rid of him. Clearly, the Democrats don't want to try to run him again. Sadly, they don't have hardly anybody worth running. RFK is their best choice, but Democrats are so many of them are so ultra liberal, they're not even going to choose the decent guy. But anyway, so that's how I feel about Joe Biden making us look weak. He doesn't. If anything, it's going to scare the living shit out of countries like Egypt or Iran especially. Because they're going to think in the back of their mind, they could do more than what we've always been afraid they could do, because there's people behind the scenes who may not have to answer for mistakes, or if they even just not mistakes, just do it and then say, well, Joe Biden's kind of senile. He's out this year anyway. Anyway, tell me what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. See if you agree or not. Is it embarrassing? Yeah, it is. But anyway, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys.